Oh dear. Oh, we're on.
Yes.
Oh God. Oh.
Hi.
Hello everyone. It's Ethan McKinley and it's
The
Ellie Fitzgerald.
oh, it's the Ellie Fitzgerald, and this is the 2-minute Terminator, where we break down the Terminator films 2 minutes at a time. Ethan.
Yes, we are going. It's episode 41, and we're going from minutes.
Don't look at me. You do all the notes.
Oh, start again. Let's.
Shall I actually stop?
No, don't stop it. It's fine. Hello, everyone. It's Ethan McKinley. It's the 2-minute Terminator, and it's episode 41, and we're going from minutes 82 to 84. The 2 minutes bridging that gap. Across from me, looking jovial and a bit paranoid, is Ellie Fitzgerald. How are you, Ellie?
I'm good. How are you?
Ellie's back. Ethan's back. This is the 2-minute Terminator.
Hit the music.
Howdy, stranger.
Don't say howdy, stranger, to me.
You didn't do the fourth.
Thank God. It sucked. Yeah, it sucked.
And we're back.
Back.
We are back. In fact, this is a quite a telling episode because that line is actually uttered.
Apparently, Bullshit Bale will be back. God damn it.
Yeah. It's strange, really, because, one of the central, well, the big moment, I guess, in this 2 minutes is Christian Bale telling Kate Hamilton, what's her name?
Kate Hamilton. Oh, my God.
Well, basically, the 2 minutes starts the...
Bryce Dallas.
Bryce Dallas Howard. What did I say? Kate Hamilton.
Kate Hamilton.
Kate Brewster. Bryce Howard.
Oh, my God.
Bryce Salad. What is it?
I just call her pig face.
Brian Salad Ginger Lady playing Kate Brewster.
Who you think's semi-attractive.
She is. In a mumsy kind of way. Yes, folks, we break down the Terminator
Like
films
mums do.
2 minutes at a time. Basically, we watch the Terminator for 2 minutes, then we break it down. We're going to tell you all about it. Ellie's made some extensive notes. I've got extensive notes.
I actually don't have extensive notes on this one.
The 2 minutes open with Christian Bale basically doing a call to arms to reference Evil Dead 3, which in itself was referencing a book. Basically telling the resistance within earshot, do not attack Skynet. General Ashdown, of course, as Ellie rightfully and correctly pointed out in yesterday's episode, probably would have sent some boys round to kind of arrest or detain him for not
or just
going
put him
along
under
with the
some
plan.
sort of surveillance, because he's a
Or
rogue
house arrest.
soldier.
Yeah.
He's a bit of a renegade.
Basically, it ends with the opening bars of, what is it?
Guns N' Roses.
You Could Be Mine by Guns N' Roses, the 1990 song that accompanied, of course, Terminator 2. So, Ellie.
I'm not actually a big fan of that song.
Really?
No.
It's a great song. Dude, come on. It's a top 5 Guns N' Roses, no?
Maybe. No. I prefer earlier Guns N' Roses.
No?
It's alright.
Well, it is early Guns N' Roses.
1990.
Yeah, because you had 87, which was Sweet Child of Mine, because you had like the hair metal bands and stuff like, Poison.
Yeah, 80s. Keep it in the 80s, man. As soon as any kind of music hit the 90s, I'm out.
Well, I think
The 90s was a lame
Guns N'
era
Roses
for
kind of
music.
bridged that gap between serious rock, like the Metallica people, and the hair metal.
It's all about
that-
hair metal. I don't like Metallica. Why is everyone so in awe of Metallica?
Some
it's
Metallica
it's
stuff is good.
It's like Red Hot Chili Peppers.
They're
Never
quite
got
good.
the hype. No. Mm-mm.
Really?
Their songs are really boring. Everyone's like, oh my God, they're amazing. Granted, the lead singer looks amazing for his age, and he is pretty hot. But I never actually heard any of their tracks and was like, oh my God, this is... And dude, you know how much I love music.
No, but I think they're quite catchy and memorable tunes, aren't they? And I suppose that's the
Catchy.
secret to making a Californication,
Pop music.
Under the Bridge.
Funky
Monks.
Yeah, great song. I'd slip my wrists to it.
Suck My Kiss.
Roller Coaster of Love, actually, that's good. But that's not even originally theirs.
Well, yeah, and I think you associate that with Beavis and
I
Butthead,
do
don't you?
love that movie. Roller Coaster.
Jesus, that was 20 years ago.
I love that film. Sorry.
Beavis and Butthead Do America.
I was about to tell a really rude story then, but I actually can't because I'm trying
trying to be good.
Yeah.
We'll save it for the end. We'll do it.
No, I can't because it is a bit graphic. As Ethan rubs his crotch.
So yeah, this is basically the call to arms for John Connor. Just is his last shot at kind of rallying the people. This is what John Connor does good. Is
it though? This is the lamest monologue I've ever heard.
Well, it is. I think it's undermined. But I think Bale's performance here. I mean, he's a fantastic actor. He's really good in like everything he's in.
But not this monologue.
But this monologue.
That woman, Sarah.
Yeah.
My mother. It's like, oh God.
It seems a little bit trying to get into drama school monologue-y. Cold, calculating.
Can we rewind this and can we play it to the people?
And it.
Power to the people.
Future. That the end was coming. That all would be lost. Nobody wanted to hear her truths. Society locked her away. That woman was Sarah Connor. My mother. Now we know that what she predicted has all come to pass. Command wants us to fight like machines. They want us to make cold, calculated decisions. But we are not machines. And if we behave like them, then what is the point in winning? Command is going to ask you to attack Skynet.
Don't do it.
I am asking you not to.
Don't do it, Captain.
If even one bomb drops on Skynet before sunrise, our future will be lost. So please, stand down. Give me the time.
The thing is, as he's doing this, like, I guess this is trying to be that Bill Pullman Independence Day speech, and I think if it was better handled or acted, it would have worked, and the music was obviously better in the scene. But it's just basically him doing this really bad, trying to get into like drama college rendition of a speech, and then it just cuts to people eating rats, living in hovels, going, "What's he on about?"
Soylent Green is made of people.
No, but like all the people are just like looking at each other, going, "What?" Do you know what I mean? What are we gonna do?
Who is this faggot?
Yeah. It's like that scene in The Simpsons
Stop
when
kicking me! Oh my God! It freaks me out.
It's like that scene in The Simpsons when Homer gets a ham radio. And there's one person at the other end, just in a foreign language, he goes, "I have a ham radio."
That's just reminded me of one of my favourite scenes ever out of Simpsons. And I don't know why, but it kills me. You know when he gets all those tannoys together and goes, "Testing,
And the fly
goes, testing." Dude, that scene absolutely kills me. I don't know why. It's just the funniest thing ever.
He turns
And it
it
just
on.
smashes everything in Springfield. Testing! It's so good. So yeah, we get the lamest monologue ever, and then we have this scene where we cut to the Resistance, who just look like a bunch of hobos. I was thinking, if this is the Resistance, then Resistance is futile.
Well, that's what I mean. It's just like as the camera's cutting around these people, they're just kind of just shrugging, going,
what is it? Bum fights, bum wars? Will they get
Bumfights.com.
bum fights? Yeah. That's what I thought it
But
was.
that guy was on Dr. Phil and he got told off. He's like, "You're exploiting these people." And all the women are like going, "Woo!"
It's like this amazing episode of The Simpsons.
I bet everyone went home that day though and just watched Bumfights.
Oh yeah, of course they did. There's an amazing episode of South Park, and it's called Crack Baby Basketball. And Cartman finds this unit in a hospital where all these babies are born with crack addictions because their mums are crack whores. And what he does is he puts crack inside this ball and all these babies that are like shaking and crying and they're all like fighting over this crack ball. It's so good. Crack baby. Watch it. Yeah, so what's with all the hobos? Is that all that's left of the Resistance? So that's basically...
It's the Resistance he's speaking out to. It's just like they just look like complete ineffectual people. They didn't even show any of his kind of military crew or anyone in that.
That's what I thought.
It would have been
like,
people on the
what?
base like polishing their guns.
And apparently one of these is meant to be a CGI Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And I mean, that's what I mean. If you're not listening yesterday, guys, please go back. But in my notes for yesterday, I got it wrong. It's in this episode, allegedly. There's meant to be a CG Arnold walking around in the background as a soldier. But I don't know how that would work. Because there'd be no point. You wouldn't be able to identify him as Arnold unless he's one of these guys when it's like at night.
Mm.
But again, they just torsos, so it's like I'm not sure if that's real.
Also, there's something else I had a bit of a qualm with. If he's doing this transmission over radio, wouldn't Command be able to hear this or tap into it?
Well,
Or
yeah.
go, actually, John Connor, bit of a rogue. Maybe we should see if he's making any kind
Well, I
of...
imagine they'd only be able to be limited to certain channels. I have to keep changing them constantly because Skynet could listen in.
Yeah, but command...
Why isn't Skynet listening in as well, though?
Oh, I know.
None of this makes sense.
Why are only the hobos listening in? As if a hobo would have a radio.
Well, they've got in the first one, they've got a TV without a screen with like a fire burning in it.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel there was more of like a community in that because it was loads of people. Whereas these, I guess, these kind of hobo resistance people, they're really scattered around. It's like when Moonface almost gets raped by those dudes.
In the first one, you've got a military, and then I think you've just got regular people. Well, what it looks like, you know, there's a little.
Look, do you not think that looks a little bit like Tarantino?
Children.
I swear that actor's in something.
All
I
right.
really recognise his face. This guy.
That guy.
He looks a bit like Tarantino.
I think you're trying to think. Well, I think you think he looks like Alexander Skarsgård, the guy from Green Lantern who played the Victor. What's his name? The villain. And he's also in Kinsey with Liam Neeson about the sex therapist.
Not seen any
And he
of
starts
those.
banging all his students, male and female.
That's pretty hot.
Don Cheadle. War Machine.
Can't see him.
Can't see him. Oh, dude. This guy Khalif was working with us last week.
Wiz Khalifa.
No, Khalif. He was from Ghana, same place as Saki.
Oh, Saki.
And he had an ID badge on, but it was literally he looked like an unlockable character on a video game. And I told him, and he found it hilarious. Because, you know.
Oh, I remember back in the good old days when I used to be able to post things. There's that picture I sent you when you realise your boyfriend hasn't been unlocked on that level yet. And it's these two really, 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 really black men. And it's that situation where their eyes are shut and they're smiling and you can just see their teeth. It's so funny. Oh, dear. There's been lots of great Pokemon Go memes going around. Have you seen any of those?
No, but I've heard about Pokemon Go, which sounds to me like Skynet because basically...
Apparently it's meant to be some kind of like government surveillance.
Well, yeah, because you scan the inside of your house so it can map your room and map your house.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
dude,
it
it's the biggest Big Brother...
It creates a virtual
reality.
world of your house, and it hides Pokemons and gifts in it.
Dude, when I saw Yannick the other day...
Outside of the house, it uses Google Maps.
I know.
So basically...
The other day...
and this is 2 days it's been out. Within 4 days now, within a year, the CIA will have a map of the inside of most people's houses that have a kid.
How can people be so stupid, though?
Well, why wouldn't you? Because,
Because, dude, it's all over the internet now. A few years ago, people would have gone, oh, conspiracy theories, that's just for nutters. Because there's so much
Well, it sounds like Genesis, the thing of the next film.
Out on the internet now. I think more and more and more people are kind of open to the idea of actually maybe the media has spun some kind of story.
I don't think they are.
There's
And I'll tell you where you're wrong.
There's a article that Paul posted earlier, and apparently Putin's got satellite recording of like the most amazing tangible proof that the 9/11 was an inside job.
So he says, but all that, I mean, not
he
that,
wants to take down the Illuminati. I think that's amazing.
But not that you could. I mean, I've seen those reports. They're all on like crappy news sites.
I don't know. This seemed pretty legit.
No,
man.
I know that people go, well, the big corporations are owned by, the powers that be that would cover that up anyway. Therefore, it would have to get sidelined to
Goldman
those
Sachs, basically.
crappy
Rothschilds.
websites. However, they're not even on the alternative media websites like Alex Jones and Coast to Coast and stuff as of yet that I've seen.
Oh, I did see this other really interesting
So I do
little
question
video
it.
on
And also,
Rothschild as
what
well.
could Putin actually show on a satellite that would prove 9/11 was an inside job?
I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
That's why I think it's horseshit. As for the kids mapping everything and they're not worried about the CIA or Big Brother watching them, you have to bear in mind these people grew up with the internet within a surveillance society.
Dude, I woke up. I grew up with the internet.
Not so much though. You were
Dude,
born.
we had computers at school.
But you're
the big bad
misunderstanding.
boys.
You grew up in '89, so you were already.
No, I was born in '89.
That's what I mean. But a kid who was born in 2002 is like 14 or 15 now.
Okay, but if they are the internet generation, then they will be
They've
exposed
grown
to
up with
so
phones.
much more.
They've grown up with Snapchat. They've grown up with internet porn. They've grown up with sending dick pics to their school friend who's 14, whatever. They've grown up with cameras in their lives, and this like veil of secrecy that we used to have called privacy is slowly dissolving away.
There is no privacy.
And if you're in a world that you're used to that, you'd make no bones about scanning your house to find freaking Pikachu under your bloody chest of drawers.
I do the best Pikachu impression ever, but I'm not going to do it because it's really, really loud. First movie kiss in this 2 minutes?
Between the CG Arnold and John Connor.
Right, question.
and they blend together like End
If
of
you
Days.
had to kiss, actually no, because I know what your choice would be. I was literally in such
If I
a
had to kiss Christian
dilemma.
Bale or
It
Bryce
was my
Dallas Howard.
yeah. I literally don't know who I'd want to kiss like less.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
It's
Christian
that-
Bale and
it's that-
Sam Worthington.
It's that doughy chin and
between-
the little piggy nose.
Christian Bale and Sam Worthington. I'd probably go Sam Worthington.
Oh yeah, I think Sam Worthington's actually not that bad.
Yeah.
I didn't say he was revving my engine.
Well, you know what? It brings me.
I just don't think he's that bad.
he's like a handsome Wayne Rooney.
No. I hate Wayne.
In terms of his talent, though, I mean, we said this before at the start of this season. I think we mentioned it in the last one as well. That like Hollywood sometimes foists actors on you that you don't really want. But
like Jai Courtney.
like Jai Courtney, he was very much in the same mould in a sense of Sam Worthington. He's kind of just an average-looking Joe. He's not particularly great. But I'm going to go back on that because I'm coming to something.
Thank God.
Because they get put in these giant projects. Jai Courtney was in Jack Reacher, then he was in Terminator, then he's in something else. He's actually in Suicide Squad now, which I will come to. But before him, there was Sam Worthington. He was put in Avatar, and then upon recommendation from James Cameron, he got the part in Terminator Salvation, this film, the one we're talking about. And he just gets pushed and pushed and pushed in our faces. And none of the films did, well, Avatar did, it's the biggest film of all time, but like wasn't on the back of him doing that. This didn't do particularly great. It didn't launch him to stardom because all the films he was in, he wasn't that particularly great. And I've said this before, a bit like Val Kilmer. I think if you put Val Kilmer front and centre, he doesn't know what to do with himself, and he's not that great. But if you put him
It's like a
behind the leading man or a supporting actor,
he shines.
he shines. And that's why we've got today's piece of trivia. Sam Worthington obviously went on to work on a film with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator himself, 2014 Sabotage. He's actually really good in that, and he doesn't look like Sam Worthington. He's kind of dressed differently. He's changed his entire look. He doesn't act like Sam Worthington. He's really good. By the same token, Jai Courtney, who I also disliked because he was kind of shoved in our faces like an unwanted dick. He's playing Captain Boomerang in Suicide Squad. He looks like he's the best thing in it, apart from Harley Quinn. We're bad guys. It's what we do.
Is that your best Margot Robbie impression?
Yeah.
She's hot.
Now, I've got a cock up for you.
Cock up.
I'm going to do it now, but it's actually from a later episode. It's when General Ashdown buys the farm, as they say. We need to look into that, what it means. Skynet is able to track and destroy the Resistance command submarine when it broadcasts the signal, but they are unable to trace Connor's signal when he's making his radio broadcasts. I've only said it because you mentioned it. Why wouldn't Skynet find John Connor? He's like, my name's John Connor, you are the Resistance, and I have a lisp. Why Skynet can't find him? You're absolutely right. And by the same token, why they forget it here, and then they remember when Ashdown's making his radio transmissions from the submarine when he gets hit by a missile. So yeah. Any more thoughts or feelings, Ellie, on the?
Do you not think that when bullshit Bale slams the boombox down on the floor, the way he kind of goes down onto his knee, it's like the beginning of an 80s hair metal music video?
Well, they should have intercut it with like breakdance boogaloo.
Well, I was half expecting Pour Some Sugar on Me to come blasting out, but it wasn't.
And him just going, and like the Terminator's going to make it rain.
Yeah. It actually made me think of Rock of Ages, and then I was reminded of Tom Cruise, and I was like, oh,
You've not seen that yet? That's one of the times we haven't
seen
seen
it.
When did you see it?
I saw it at Bex's house.
Okay. It's a terrible film.
It's really bad.
And what's the best thing about it? When does the film come alive, Ellie?
Stacey Jacks, you fucking bastard. I hate you! Ah! No, Russell Brand's good in it. I hated the girl, the blonde country singer. I was like, eh.
Well, I think that the mistake they made with some of them is I think the two leads didn't really have
And
anything.
having her singing like Dead or Alive.
Yeah, but I think the two leads didn't really have anything. They were very like, I think it's a mistake.
Oh yeah, he was a wet blanket as well, wasn't he?
Well, I also think it's a mistake when you have like trained like West End or Broadway people. They're kind of very much from a mould, and they don't kind of, even though they can sing technically very
it's
well.
cheesy.
But that's what I mean. It comes across as cheesy without
Do
feeling.
you know why? Because that shit's meant for kids.
No, I think.
Tits for kids, get your.
No, because they teach you that at drama school to act through singing.
Oh,
No.
right.
And a lot of people can't do that. Now, you can be not very good at singing, but if you can act through singing, you can convey the
That's like
emotion
you.
and therefore convince people that to feel something. Oh, that was a good song. I felt something. Whereas a very trained person is all like, tits and teeth, knees up, I'm West End. It comes across.
How does it go?
Tits and teeth, West End.
Sung in the club style.
Yeah. West End. But it comes across as very kind of hollow and clinical, and you don't.
That was Ethan's rendition of Wicked, by the way.
Feel anything, and I think that was the problem with those two leads. I think they should have gone with an actress, and not a trained singer, or a trained stage.
Can you
person.
say that in the way that Saki would say it in his native tongue?
I think you can sing. I don't know.
She is an actress.
Because he's not a singer, but I guess he's somebody who can act through singing because he's playing Joseph.
Is he?
That's what the show was. That's what he wouldn't tell us.
Oh.
That's what I was like. Why wouldn't you tell us that? Because it's nothing to do with like being black. Basically, right? We've got this black friend, Saki. We've got
Who
this
is
black friend.
such a dude. He's yeah, really lovely.
Saki is actually in the film that's playing right now. Actually, The Legend of Tarzan with Stellan
And what does he play?
Alexander
Ethan?
Skarsgård, and he plays a gorilla in it. Now, I can hear you all laughing through the earbuds right now.
It's legit.
So basically, they cast a giant black man to play a gorilla. I won't say any more than that. I'll just let that sit there.
How did he feel about that?
Until he met me, I think he was fine with it. I don't
Oh,
think he realised.
no.
But like, I basically would introduce him, and I go, "Oh, he's just done a film."
You gave him paranoia.
I'd introduce people and go, "He's just done a film. He's in The Legend of Tarzan. It's coming out this summer." And people are like, because
Oh my
whenever you've done a
gosh.
film or a TV show, you can say you've been in a play of acclaim, and they go, ugh. They look at you like a dog that's been shown a card trick.
But if it's been put on a big screen.
Yeah, they go, "Ooh," and people just come alive, and that obviously they go, "Oh, really? Who do you play?" And then I just step back and just watch.
Take the stage, Saki.
I just watch the white guilt on the faces. He goes, "Oh, I play a gorilla," and then just them go inside because they can't say anything. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh, Saki. I remember when you did that in front of me. I felt so bad
But
for him.
yeah, because of that, he wouldn't tell me what show he was in, and now we found out. I'm just like, why was that a big secret?
Well, maybe he didn't want you
Because I was
busting his
like,
bubble when he met
is it
people.
Porgy and Bess? No. Is it Five Guys Named Mo? No. Is it anything with like Colour Purple, the musical, that I could go, and I do him?
Oh my God.
But it wasn't. It was Joseph in Technicolor Dreamcoat, originally played
I
by
was in
Philip
that.
Schofield. I was a pocket.
No, I was a singer. There were 4
They
singers.
stitched me onto his leg. Thanks for ruining that. Have you got any more notes, my darling?
No, that's everything.
Well, that was a nice quick one. Thank you all for listening, everyone. We shall return, of course, tomorrow with episode 42. Yeah, this is 41. And
How are we?
Oh!
How are we going to do a show if you're working tomorrow and I'm working tomorrow?
because today is tomorrow's show.
Yeah, but what? Okay, then how are we doing Thursday's show? We'll have to just do it. Actually, you're working.
Until 7. Whatever, we'll get the 5 out this week.
Don't
it's
worry,
fine.
guys. The show will go on.
The show will go on, I assure you. And yes, thank you all for your loyalty. Thanks to the Back to the Future Minute. Thank you to Alien Minute. Thank you for your support. Thank you to Wrath of Khan Minute. Thanks for retweeting and pushing the show. Very much appreciated. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on...
SoundCloud. No, you can't. We're banned on SoundCloud.
I know they've sent an email going, "Oh, the person who was paying the bills has not been paying the bills. We've sent you a link, Ethan. If you want to pay for it right now, you can." So I'm going to do that. By the time you get this show, basically, we will be on SoundCloud up and running, and everything will be
Why
glorious.
wasn't I CC'd in on that email?
I don't know. You should have been. But anyway, that's a story for another show. Thank you all for listening, everyone. It gets real in the next episode. We find the Moto Terminators, and we find John Connor with his boombox. We can get more in depth into Guns N' Roses, Axl Rose, the song, the homages. What we think of the Moto Terminators. We kind of touched on it in a previous episode, but we're going to go deep on this one.
I get deep.
So yeah, thank you for listening. We shall return, of course, every day for you.
Of course.
Of course, the sensation you're feeling is the end of
No,
this
it was
show.
Bane.
Of course.
No
Hang
one
on,
cared who
let
I
me
was.
get my mug.
Yeah, you go.
No one knew I was until I put on the mask. And
Was any of this podcast part of your plan?
yes, at crushing this plane.
Ethan's had a nip slip as well.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone. It's always a pleasure.
Never a chore.
Never a chore.
Hasta la vista.
Baby. Oh, you always do.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene.
Shut the fuck up, would you? Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
And I ain't walking on this set if you're still hired.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
I'm fucking serious.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut up if you can't take a joke.
You are trashing my scene. What don't you fucking understand? 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 Fucking kick your fucking head. What don't you fucking understand? Fucking kick your fucking head. What don't you fucking understand? Fucking kick your fucking head. What don't you fucking understand? Fucking kick your fucking head. Seriously, man, you and me, we're fucking done professionally. Fucking ass.